Hello everyone, let us start with chapter 4, that is Animal Kingdom. Classification of animal depends upon shape, size, forms, its similarities, dissimilarity, features, and according to that the animals are classified. For example, first one, that is level of organization. Now animal exhibit the different pattern of organization of the cell. First one, that is cellular level. In this case, example sponge, cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. So tissues are not formed here. So cells are in the group. Some division of labor is seen among the cells. Then second is tissue level. For example, coelenterate. Examples are hydra, jellyfish. Here cells performing some functions are arranged into tissues. So here tissues are not formed, here tissues are formed. Then organ level of organization. Example, platyhelminthes. It includes flatworms like tapeworm. Here tissues are grouped to form organs for particular function. In this, digestive system is incomplete because they have a single opening that serves both as mouth and anus. Then fourth one, that is organ system. Examples, annelids till chordates. Annelids, arthropod, mollusk, echinoderms, chordates. Here organs have associated to form organ system. Example, digestive system, respiratory, excretory, circulatory, nervous and reproductive system. So first feature is level of organization. Cellular level, only cells are present. Tissue level, tissues are formed. Organ level, are formed. Organ system, different type of organ systems are formed for different functions. So that is the first feature. Second feature is circulatory system. Circulatory system can be of open type or it can be of closed type. Open type, the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues directly pass in it. So these are the heart, and from that the blood enters, and from here the blood will be pumped again into the cavity. So the cavity which is having the blood, it is called as hemocoel. Example is arthropoda. So these are the heart, this one is the cavity in which blood is filled and tissues and cell will directly pass into this. While in case of closed type, the blood is circulated through vessels, arteries, veins and capillaries. Here in this case, heart is there, artery is there, veins are there, capillaries are there. So examples are annelida till chordates. All will be having closed circulatory system. Then next feature is symmetry. So symmetry can be asymmetrical, radial or bilateral. Let us see one by one. Asymmetrical example are sponge. That is, any plane that passes through the center does not divide them into equal half. If we cut this way or we cut this way, they are not divided into equal half. That is called as asymmetry. Example are sponge. Then radial symmetry. Examples, coelentrates, Ctenophora, echinoderms. When any plane passing through the central axis of the body divide the organism into two identical halves. So this is the central axis. So if we cut this way or we cut this way, if we cut it this way, it can be divided into two equal halves. Example, jellyfish, starfish. So that is called as radial symmetry. While in case of bilateral symmetry, for example, annelids and arthropoda, the body can be divided into identical left and right half, that in only one plane. So in this plane only you can divide the body into right and left half, not in this horizontal manner. So only in one plane you can divide the body into two equal halves. So symmetry are three types: asymmetrical, radial and bilateral symmetry. Sponge, then coelentrates and arthropoda till annelida, arthropoda, mollusk, they come into this. Then diploblastic. Diploblastic and triploblastic organism. During embryonic development, the cells are arranged in two embryonic layers, that is called as ectoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm is external, endoderm is internal. Example is coelentrates. An undifferentiated layer mesoglia is present between the two layers. So this one is the ectoderm, this one is the endoderm, and this is called as gut. In between is called as mesoglia. Then in case of triploblastic, the developing embryo has three germinal layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Examples are platyhelminthes to chordates, that is including till mammals. So it will be having three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, and gut. Gut, it is also called as archenteron. It is the opening from mouth till anus. So let us study this into little bit detail, how these three layers are formed: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Now you know that fusion of male gamete and female gamete will give rise to a zygote. Now development of zygote is called as embryogenesis. So now this one is zygote is unicellular. Now it will undergo mitotic division, that is called as cleavage, and it becomes multicellular. After that, cells are pushed and the cavity is formed in between this, that is called as blastocele. The stage is called as blastula stage. Now after that, the gastrula stage start. Now what happened here? The cells start moving inside. The cell will start moving inside, and as it move further, it will arrange itself into three layers this way, and new cavity will be formed. So this is called as ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, and the cavity is called as gut, or it is also called as archenteron. That is the hollow portion that is present from mouth till anus, that is formed from this gut. So this is called as differentiation. So that is how the three layers are formed. That is, those animals having only two layers, ectoderm and endoderm, they are called as diploblastic, and those which are having three layers, ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm, they are called as triploblastic animals. The next feature is cavity between the body wall and the gut, that is called as coelom. So those animals which do not have, they are called as acoelomate. Cavity is not present in their body, hollow portion is not present, so body cavity is absent. Example, platyhelminthes, flatworm. Example is tapeworm, their body is flat, so they are called as acoelomate. Pseudocoelomate, mesoderm is present as scattered pouches. Example, Aschelminthes and roundworm. Examples are roundworm of Aschelminthes. Then coelomate animals. Body cavity is present lined by mesoderm. Examples, annelid, mollusks, arthropod, echinodermata, hemichordata, chordates. So in this diagram you can see. So for example, if this is the mouth and this is the anus, and this one is the gut, the hollow portion, and this is the body wall. So this cavity that is present between the body wall and the gut is called as coelom. See in this diagram. So this is the cranial cavity where brain will be present, spinal cavity, thoracic cavity, abdominal cavity, pelvic cavity. So such cavity is present between the body wall and the gut. So here in this diagram you can see these are the acoelomate having ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So there is no cavity, they are totally flat. Here they are pseudocoelomate, ectoderm, endoderm, and these are the mesodermal pouches that is present. So it is called as pseudocoelomate, while these are called as coelomate. This one is ectoderm, this one is endoderm, and this one is mesoderm on both the side. This one is also mesoderm and this is also mesoderm. So it is splitted in two and this cavity is formed, that is called as coelom. That is the body cavity. So these are the different features. Then next is segmentation. In some animals, body is externally and internally divided into many segments. Some organs are serially repeated. Repetition of organs takes place, that is copy paste. Example, earthworm show metameric segmentation known as metamerism, that is body segments similar in structure. So these are the segments in our annelids, earthworm, and these are the organs repeated. For example, these are the hearts, these are the nephridium for excretion. So some organs are repeated, that is called as segmentation. Example, earthworm. Then notochord. Rod-like structure is formed from, it is mesoderm in origin. From mesoderm, this rod-like structure is formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development in some animals. So if notochord, so animals will be divided into chordates and non-chordates depending upon the presence or absence of the notochord. So chordates are species Pisces, reptiles, aves and mammals, while non-chordates are porifera to echinodermata. Here notochord is not present, while here notochord will be present. So notochord, this one is the notochord and this one is the dorsal hollow nerve cord, and this one is dorsal side, this one is ventral side, this one is anterior side and this is posterior side. So such notochord, if it is present, then organisms are classified into chordates, and if the notochord is absent, then they are called as non-chordate. So in vertebrates, notochord develops into vertebral column. It will give rise to vertebral column. So animals will be called as vertebrata. So what is the function of notochord? For flexibility and attachment of the muscles. Main support of the body in some animals. Example, Ascidia, Salpa and Amphioxus. So this notochord, in case of vertebrate animals, it will be converted into vertebral column. Now let us see the whole chart of classification of animals. So animal kingdom, it is classified into two subkingdom, that is Protista and Metazoa. Protista include phylum Protozoa. So Protozoa include animals like amoeba, paramecium, which are unicellular organism. Metazoa means multicellular, zoa means animal. So animal which are multicellular are kept in this metazoa. Metazoa will be again classified into two, that is called as division, that is parazoa and eumetazoa. Parazoa include one phylum, that is Porifera, that is example is sponge. So this Porifera sponge, they are multicellular but tissues are not formed. Now eumetazoa, it will be having tissues. So again eumetazoa is classified into diploblastic and triploblastic animal. Diploblastic, as we have studied just now, it is having ectoderm and endoderm layer. Example, Coelenterata. Example of Coelenterata are jellyfish, hydra. Triploblastic animal will be classified into three, that is acoelomate, pseudocoelomate and coelomate, depending upon the cavity is present or not. So example, acoelomate platyhelminthes, flatworms, pseudocoelomate aschelminthes, roundworm. Coelomate is again divided into Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata and Chordata. Now chordata, depending upon the notochord, presence or absence of notochord, again it is classified into urochordates, cephalochordates and vertebrata. So in case of urochordates and cephalochordate, notochord will persist. So here notochord is present during the larval stage. Example, Ascidian and Salpa. While in case of Amphioxus, cephalochordates, notochord is present throughout the life, while in case of vertebrata, notochord will be converted into vertebral column, so they will be called as vertebrata. Now vertebrata, depending upon the presence of jaws, they will be classified into Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha, they do not have jaws, their mouth is circular. So they are called as cyclostomata. Example, lamprey and hagfish. While gnathostomata, which is having jaws, will be again classified into Pisces and tetrapoda. Pisces include all the fishes, while tetrapoda, that is having limbs, they will be classified into amphibia, reptilia, aves and mammals. So through this chart also we can understand the different features of animal classification. Thank you.